Hi, this is Cedric the Observer again. I've been prompted to speak on this topic that has been looming, no pun intended, over the past few weeks. I've been trying my endeavor best to keep out of the view of my listeners because I think they're getting a bit wary of me. However, such an important matter should not go untouched. Now, some weeks ago, I learned of another scammer that had developed in the south area of New Providence. After getting the smallest bit of information, I was completely convinced that it was a scam called Pyramid way back in the days, and most recently the Loam, and many other names. Because as people continue to introduce them, they introduce them under other pretense to deceive their customers or clients, whatever they wish to choose to call them. However, this particular one, I was very ashamed. So many influential people and people who I have had respect for, I had been participating in this thing. And as I approach and begin to try to educate, I seems to have gotten quite a bit of flack, and persons were completely turned off, saying such things as, oh, you think you know everything. But unfortunately for them, they did not know that, yes, I do know a lot of things. And I only speak of things that I have correct information in. So many of them says and try to convince me that it can work. Can't. Looms could not work. A good philosopher once said, anything that sounds to be too good to be true, it isn't. It's just not good, not too good to be not true. It's just not true. Now, so I sat back, waited. Many of the persons who were invested today now crying as I expected, and I had informed them that they would have. I noticed on the news the other day there's one named group called the Pineapple Group, and there were many people hanging around fighting, not physically but screaming and shouting for their monies. Well, I say, good for you. Most of the people that I saw there, they were not retarded persons, physical retardation, psychological, mental problem people. These are people highly intelligent, working in major companies and so on. So they knew better. But what has happened in our country is that we have grown and developed an appetite for money and to get it at any cost. Doesn't matter who gets hurt. Okay? The persons who participated in the loan, they are people of criminal intent. Yes, criminal intent. They are persons who would do anything for money. Anyone with any bit of dignity, pride, and respect for humanity would not comfortably want to take away from another to enrich themselves. That is what happened there. Now, the operator, I'm told that she said that, oh, I was only trying to help people. So you helped 10 and you ripped off hundreds? Oh, you Robin Hood, the modern Robin Hood. Oh, you want to help people. Is it really helping people or is it helping yourself? But we are now at a position where I was a bit embarrassed too as I began to learn more of this game. This game was under the pretense of ASU. They're in one count false pretense. I don't know how they got their license, but they were in a high established shopping area. So if they got their license and did not get it by false pretense, then the license authority is at fault. But it is my belief that they applied for ASU, which is very legal, and decide to do something else with it. Just like the web shop boys. They wanted just to sneak in, not realizing that the web shop boys scam is a complete letting you know it's a game of chance. This particular individual made her people to believe that there was no chance. This was some form of investment. My God. You put 10% and then someone else finds 90% for you to give you. That makes sense to you? If it does, you are either greedy or stupid. So, what Sabada further with the leading up to this, persons who we need to take a look at in this whole thing. There was, I'm told that there were police officers protecting these persons. Well, possibly they were rented officers, and however, they still should know the law. Okay, here it is. Since suspicion is the greatest power of arrest, one of the police's greatest tools is suspicion. So we had police officers standing to the door and may have been told that this was supposed to have been ASU operation. But by the act of this thing, any half of a brain police officer should be able to suspect something is going wrong here and going contrary to the law, which is you can't run a scam under the name of anything else. So if these police could not detect something that they were right on the scene with, what could they really detect? Where are their detective skills? Or they just didn't care? Or did they also participated? And if they had participated, they too are guilty, along with the operators, as aiding and abetting. All of the persons who went into that game with common sense, smart and intelligent people, they all should be charged for aiding and abetting in a scam. Because if they had gotten their money, la la la, hallelujah, they might either invest a small bit back in or move on, leaving a lot, many, 5 times the amount of persons with blown mind, busted and broke. I'm told that some persons even went to borrow money. Ha ha ha. Greedy, greedy, greedy. I don't have no sympathy for you. That is good for you. Good for you. Bahamians, stop being greedy. Bahamians, be smart. Bahamians, be wise. Bahamians, stop being taken for a ride. Haven't you been ridden enough? Stop it. Stop it. Let us begin to seek pride and dignity and try to restore the good name of this country. Persons talk about who should go to jail for this corruption and that corruption. You are just as corrupt. Just because you didn't have the chance, that's what this is showing, that because you did not have a chance. But as soon as you got a chance to be corrupt, you took the bait and ran with it. These police officers should be questioned. How come you did not notice that this was a scam? And if it was, did you make a report and did even make an arrest? More people would have been saved if the police had done that. So let us be straight up. Our police officer, if they were there, or even if a little local dude like me knew of it, well, how come you couldn't know about it? Okay, but everybody looking for something for nothing. Okay, we need to get rid of these wicked people, streamline these police force, streamline these government agencies, streamline and select some good, clean people, because most of them are better off not there, because they are only there for their own good. Okay, now the courts, they must, even in spite of not having a complainant, based on this particular thing and the amount of information that is out in the press, police should have not only take persons in because they would have made a complaint, but the police should have taken people in there who was around there to give evidence as to what this thing was about, because it was a scam. Okay? Nobody needs to make a complaint about a scam on false pretense and pretending to operate a particular business. The police are supposed to be able to investigate and take those persons as witness, whether you are going to charge them for participating in a game or not. Okay. Bahamians, again, please be honest. Nothing good comes easy. Okay? Even after accepting the Lord, many preachers will tell you your trials and tribulations have begun. If you want to succeed, take a look at the peanut boy, the water boy, the coconut boy, or girl as it may be, the fruit boy, girl as it may be. If you have no skill and talent, think of what can I sell to collect a penny today and a penny tomorrow, and try to save, get good saving practices, manage the monies that you would have gotten, stop complaining but you're not getting enough money because your bad habits that you are a part of, no one could ever finance that. So you must learn how to manage carefully. You must save. You must live according to your means. That is mean your income. You can't live above your income. You can't live like the lawyer who, those gangsters and crooks who just suck monies, large sums of monies from the most weakest and vulnerable people. You can't live like that. So live according to your means. Cedric the Observer is out. Oh, what will be next?